I would assume seeing the execution towards B, and at this point, 2 smoked pillars, maybe 1 kitchen, 5 players on this side of the map. You're fully committed towards this side of the map, and we'll see.
Ooh, we got Rushley tonight.
Have we, Rush?
Hey,
Say something.
Hello.
There you go.
Stop talking, Rush. I'm trying to cast.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to do
Golden
some stuff.
is going to be under pressure from 3 players. Config, however, does draw first blood. B site is theirs, and the retake on B kind of hinges on the flank from JW. Aggressive from Config and punished. Bullet already in his skull. Does manage to find his second kill. Brolin rather precisely found, and now with this neutralized player, the CTs are running out of chances. You can see all of Complexity just hold fast, and Poison, that was fast. Quick dink into JW. This round's looking all good for Complexity.
It's looking very good, Alex, if you don't mind me saying. A 5 versus 3. It looks like Fnatic might be saving the armor at this stage. They start to retreat. You can see them holding on to a defuse kit and 2 sets of Kevlar there. Very nice B execution from Complexity. No problem whatsoever for Config as he manages to get himself 2 early frags there. That's all that's really required, and it's impossible to retake the bomb side at this point. They're going to force buy in the second round if all 3 players survive here. Probably force buy regardless, and actually be able to get a helmet, a scout if they really wanted to here. We'll see. Do you reckon double scouts, Chad? Seems to be the way forward these days.
Look, if you want to play passive, maybe towards ticket and have one maybe window, or you could even go with a good spawn towards those B apps. Getting tags up here with the scout, there's 1. Will we be seeing a set? There we go. So Crims is going to grab 1 as well right there, and Flush is going to buy with a P250, some grenades. A Molotov has actually been purchased here. You don't usually see that on a force buy scenario.
It's Flush though, right? He's gone for a pistol incendiary setup here with the defuse kit.
He said he was frugal.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see whether he can make this one work. JW getting himself up towards CPL. Knives out the vent there, and he's got the scout, remember. So an incendiary for Flush up. You'd think a smoke with the defuse kit, that would make more sense potentially, but I guess you can isolate a remaining T and go for a defuse with an incendiary down.
I'll take uncommon second round buys for 100, Alex. Look at Flusher. That's all about helping his squad out. And he's got the confidence in the pistol, which you've already been talking about in the pre-match.
We'll see whether he can step up. He can make any weapon work.
Just to note, they've done a very good job of not sustaining any damage here. As I say that, Brolin's going to push on out and take down Obo. The babyface killer's going toe-to-toe here.
That's 1-0.
It's a battle at the crash.
Yeah. It's going to be the 5 versus 3. As see Brolin now, he's going to get a second. Woo! Lovely work from him. Rush did get Crims from the Palace position. 2 players remaining for Complexity, but only 1 now. Poison taken out of the equation. We have Blameth, the big man with a big task ahead of him. He's in a 4 versus 1, and a couple of flashes to his aim. The AK-47, whoa, now no brain.
Wallbang.
And we'll see a wallbang from JW. Was that from Connector?
Connector, yeah.
No way.
Very, very solid start, but it's also something to fear for the players in the server. Let's see it from JW's POV. When they're hitting shots like this round 2, you've got to watch out. JW finds his first kill of the series, and we venture forth into round number 3. It is going to be the Force, isn't it? Yeah, so we will see P250s, Kevlar vests, and just a slight smattering, 2 flashbangs, and a single smoke.
They might go aim for a window boost here. As you can see, they've got a player towards the top mid box.
The thing is, though, Chad, they've got 1 smoke remaining, and P250s in the majority, right? What are you really hoping to happen?
Well, I think behind the mid box right now is Config. My eyes are getting worse, but
I'm just wondering what the intention of this round was.
There's the smoke gone. I thought it was to get control of mid, smoke window, and then boost one of these P250s into window to get close range duel, but hasn't gone down that way, as Fnatic will get a clean round there. Everybody's surviving. A little bit of damage done to JW and Brolin, but nothing to write home about here, as the scoreline will go up 2-1. Now the eco will have to be taken for Complexity. So maybe we can start the podcast now? No. It's the hot match. It's the hot match. It's the hot match. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit ahead of myself.
Keep the podcast in your back pocket. For now, the Counter-Strike continues, but you are right, this will be somewhat of a one-sided affair. You can see the 2 scouts sticking around as well as the Galil, so a bonus of sorts.
This should just be a slaughter. You don't often expect too much to come from all those Glocks. One of the things that you can do here, once we're talking about the highest level of Counter-Strike, we got the free cam action from Rush right now, is try and bait out nades. But if you look on the Fnatic side of things, they haven't started to drop them until they've taken contact. JW now is going to use a little bit.
Rush, you've got to observe the players that are dying. Can you catch the last 2 deaths in order? One. Okay, well, it would have been funner if we did it from the start. We'll come back to that. That's a new challenge I'm going to give you.
Did you guys catch Rush's casting earlier?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not my favorite, but it was okay.
The accent was a cool twist.
Do you want... just so I can give you guys a little bit of insight on Rush as an individual.
Okay.
He takes a lot of inspiration from you guys. So that's why when he's doing his casting, maybe it sounds like he's mocking you, but it's because he doesn't know how to do it any better because you guys are the best.
I'm not mocking anyone, all right? There's no intention of mocking. I listen to casts all day long, you know, so I
that's
take
true. Your job is to listen to us.
He's being nice when he's doing it. He's flat.
Yeah, on camera he's nice. He's not that nice off it, let me tell you.
Oh, Henry and his fight with Rush. We're back there again.
One day we'll get a boxing match set up, don't worry.
Celebrity boxing match.
Exactly.
Oh, another one! JW's on 6 now. Every round so far, his scout has found a connection, and he continues with round 5. 2 bodies dropped already for Complexity. They are running out of options again, this time with the full buy. This is not the Eco Bash excuse from the round prior. Bomb in Flush's grasp, but he does pay quite the price for that information as he peeks in and does cross paths with, who was that? That was Obo. Running out of nades and time now. 1 minute on the clock, 3 players, and they're all spread out across the map. They may have even heard that sound cue as the smoke did land in the belly button of Rush. Nestled in his navel.
Brilliant now. Waiting. Guaranteed frag. Should be at least, but Rush, he might be able to do something about it. Apparently not. Flushing out of a perfect position for Fnatic. They are just looking very, very sharp here. This is impressive looking Fnatic so far. We got Obo, the boy wonder, taken out of the equation by Golden this time. 4-1 Fnatic. Chad, you can see it. They've got that flair to them right now, haven't they? They've got that kind of Fnatic playstyle we didn't necessarily see against Big before. I'm kind of seeing it now. JW's hitting those crazy shots. They're getting aggressive towards top and middle. It's not a static defensive setup here. So hopefully we see more of this from Fnatic. Complexity have the world cut out for them as they have to enter round number 6 with another partial buy. That's going to be Desert Eagles, CZs, a couple of smokes, and we'll see one of those deployed already towards middle, obviously short. And then a bit of an A play here. So I guess they'll smoke CT spawn and flash over. Hope for the best. That nade could do a lot of damage if it connects in time.
One of the keys here to Complexity's gameplay is those individuals. So if they're having a rough start and getting dictated to by Fnatic, they might be struggling here to kick things off.
That's a good start, Roland. He's going to be overwhelmed. The flash from Crims made frag onto Obo all too easy. Dropping down could have been an issue, but still finds the accuracy as his toes do meet the... Well, I was going to say concrete. I don't. What
Your toes would already be
Chad,
on
you're
the
somewhat
concrete,
of a building man.
You
Can
might
tell me what the floor of Mirage is made out of?
Oh, there looks like some of it's cobblestoney.
Cobbly?
But definitely that's probably more
like
limestoney.
Lime?
Like what Malta is made out of. We live on a rock of limestone. So that's definitely some form of stone there, Alex.
Okay, so as his toes hit the limestone, to correct myself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Off we go then. Round 7 here,
Oopsie.
JW doesn't quite make the jump. It's not the end of the world. You always make your way towards connector, and there is a quick play up towards short. He's got a gap there. That looks to be a kill to me. Config goes down, and he's the sort of player, if he can't get in early to a map, especially on Mirage as well, he's either a complete monster on the map or he can shrink and not find any footing in. He tried to go for the quick play there. Didn't really work out for him. Bit of a master of the CT side as well. Watch out for him in a second. As we'll see Crims now, his classic position towards that connector position. And, of course, blame F. 0 and 5 right now. Holds connector. Much in terms of a tactical approach here. The contact play coming through towards that position. JW will find yet another kill with the sniper rifle. That's from CT Spawn. They've got themselves a 4-on-2 situation. Poison and Obo left with the impossible task here, but Poison does find an opening. Couple of decent shots, but too many players around him. Fnatic with a convincing lead at this stage, boys. 6-1. And Chad, what have you got for us?
So in that earlier round where you saw JW get that one-way smoke kill, I want to show you how that happened. So you're going to see the Molotov get dumped by the CTs. The T smoke will land. And then if we shift the camera angle to top mid, you can see that JW with that line of sight can see on through. We'll see the T come behind the mid box momentarily here. And you're about to be dead, mate. That is the end of him. So JW with a one-way caused by a CT Molotov to block the T window smoke there.
Well, that was powered by Skybox. This tactical timeout is brought to you by the US Air Force, and we'll be getting into round number 8 momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Another partial buy. Been a lot of these from Complexity, and they've gone for the HE setup here. So ideally, one smoke towards top middle. Obo has purchased that. Same smoke you'll see towards short. 4 nades towards the window itself. A flash to maybe boost up and is getting quickly or go up towards short. If they do get the kill. I don't see this kill will happen too often, but JW will be the player there. He does go towards the window, smoke deployed, here come the nades. It's a pretty common play, but you never know, could work out. There is a player, and it is going to be JW, but they haven't naded it straight away, but here they come. He's on the right, he won't die from this.
He even managed to find a frag as well. Deagle armor, it's a very potent buy, and they are chipping away. Look at the jiggles, how effective they are. And a flurry of frags too, to be precise. Obo does not quite get his hands on that AK, and he's changing his mind towards CPL now. JW's low, and Obo's so hungry to find it on the edge of the smoke. He will, and advantage complexity.
Big kill for Obo. Good awareness as well, looking towards short. It's Golden that has to try and find the man back. He's going to actually get the ding through the wall. That's going to take him down to 3 HP. Back towards the B side they go. Golden already here, though, remember. If he gets that kill, he buys some time. That's the bomb going down. Config, though, recovers it. Waiting. Decided to make his way out. Golden in position. It's the Desert Eagle, remember. Difficult to make that shot land. Obo still low towards shorts, and CT's flanking in from the B apartments here. Krim should have a guaranteed kill towards Config if he can get his skates on here. And it'll be Config dropping down and somehow getting the frag. So he'll go for the plant momentarily. Krims will deny that. That's the main problem here. Krims is just biding his time. Here's the footstep, though, towards short. He might want to challenge this quickly. There it is. Bomb goes down. That should be it. Surely there's no way he gets the bomb and gets out of there. There it is. Krims, perfect flank, perfectly played. 3 kills in total. Nice effort from Complexity. Remember, that was just a partial buy, but unfortunately no bomb plant. The maximum loss bonus coming through now, and we'll have the All for Poison, who's yet to really sink his teeth into this first map.
Yeah, great round from Obo as well. This is his second frag just on JW. This is Orp versus Deagle. Good finish onto the damage that Poison managed to inflict, but good work from Config as well, especially considering the falling inaccuracy of the Deagle. Takes a while to reset that the bullet spread. Still hits the shot, all good in the hood. We're back into a full buy though, and its Complexity's running out of shot chances actually to start picking up some rounds here on the T side. This is going to be a rather big opportunity for them. The CTs are swelling with money as well, so now is the time for a clean T victory. But Rollin, I thought he transferred. Krims keeps him safe instead.
Dude, that's actually insane. He gets away with that second kill. He's done so much damage. Rush will have to make up for it. But again, floundering here towards the A side of the map. They're smoked out. Prolan hungry to kill towards the ramp itself. And they can fall back here.
He's
but
going.
They've had enough. This is the Fnatic we know and love. Get another one, Prolan. He finds 2. The assistance from Flasher with the flash. And now just blame her. They're getting bullied out there.
You said, Chad, coming into this one, you were talking about they don't know the fear yet. They haven't had the fear instilled within them. Well, I'm pretty sure a half like this could be a good start into creating that.
We just have to remember what Brolin was able to do over that A ramp on the Force Buy to kick off this 7-round spree. Blame's going to grab one with the AWP. He's going to be heard, though, so Flusher will be taking him down momentarily. Good night, Sweet Prince. And maybe they'll grab that AWP. It's not necessary. They have a bit of a bank, but there we go. They won't save it.
So, maximum loss bonus will only get you so far here, ladies and gents. $3,400 without the plant coming in. You need about 4.2k to even get a buyout on the T side, and then you to get AK-47s, armor, smoke, 1 flash. Beneath that, when they have 3,500, you're back to partial buy territory. Or maybe a bit of a UMP situation as Config brings one of those down the T side. You don't see that too often. Not really sure what pick he's going to go for at the A ramp, but let's find out. Holds towards the steps themselves and swallows the grenade at the very start. That might nullify his efforts here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's nullifying his efforts. It's just like a teammate stabbed him at spawn, you know?
Yeah, that does happen more often than not. Like, once again, we are going to see a cheeky stab and spawn.
I think here, the reaction is let's get something that we can use close range with a bit of a fire rate right now, because if they're going to continue to be aggressive towards that A ramp, we need to stop them. That's key information to keep. But look at this, he'll just push Palace this time round.
And finally, it seems that Fnatic are being punished for their aggression. JW, he's still alive. And only for a second, because Flush is there as well in support. The advantage of Complexity's been ripped from them from some sterling individual play. Nade even tagging up Config down to 47. Config's UMP, you asked when he'll use it. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough to find Golden. Chips away at the health, though. Softens him up. The M4 Rushers managed to scavenge Poison, working with only the P250.
Complexity can still make this work. The low HP of Fnatic works in their favor, but Rush probably needs to bait in Poison here. He needs to show a little bit of aggro, just like that. That's what he had to do, just so they focus towards that area. Needs 1 kill, could get the second as well. Will they check the sandwich position? Absolutely not. Defuse coming in now. Does Poison commit to it? He's going to find the kill, no problem. And finally, they get a bit of luck. It is going to be the partial buy with a UMP twist that manages to get them the second round on the board. They have got nowhere near breaking the back to Fnatic just yet, though. We've got, what, 3 players of 5 digits at this point. Flusher, Golden, putting in Crims with over $10,000. The orb comes out. They're looking very healthy indeed as we move on to round number 11.
And they did punish that aggression that we were just talking about, right? Brolin having success over towards A ramp, going maybe for a little bit too much over towards Palace, giving up that opening kill, forcing Crims to have to turn around and focus on the A bomb site. That's when BlameF's able to strike, and everything falls apart because JW... Sorry, JW. I was about to say you weren't in window. Well, you are this round.
It doesn't matter if they smoke it, Chad.
Yeah, he can shoot through them. They're pretty cool. They're only meant to obscure vision. Make life a little bit harder, I suppose.
Doesn't obscure his sixth sense.
I like this Fnatic. This is the team I enjoy to watch and commentate because they're so aggressive. They seem to do the most ridiculous things, but a double kill for BlameF is on the cards there. He's getting this one, not quite. It is Crims and Brolan working a perfect tandem here, but Obo, the boy wonder, once again, sets himself up from the A ramp. He's got 77 HP and the bomb on his back. Lots of time to work with and plenty of talent. Looking for that peak from CT Spawn. I reckon he gets this one, boys.
Really? Ooh, one more bullet would have done it. One more.
JW is looking very good today, I have to say. Like some of the crazy shots he's hitting close range and unexpected positions as well. 14-4 in total. Here's the first one for the smoke. And how much vision did he get?
Lines it up, just under the railing. Double zoom, 1 minute 46. Okay, I'm just going to try and do exactly that. 1 minute 46, under the railing, click.
And stand directly in the middle of the window like JW.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'll see how long it takes before that monitor gets a whole punch through it, shall we?
Another partial buy, but this will have some pace behind it. 2 Mac 10s, and they're going towards middle, but Soak's Flusher. He does surely hear the player making his way up towards shore. That's Config. Hasn't done much in this game so far, but Flusher, oh, has he seen him? I think he has. The crosshair placement suggests he absolutely knows what's going on, but it doesn't matter. Config hears him, and they're making their way towards B.
Did he have a helmet? Because he lost health fast.
He did.
My goodness. Golden with a double kill, though, keeping B safe. And if you're playing Mirage against Fnatic, you have to be able to get past Golden. He keeps that B site safe and on lock and key. The rotate comes in to finish it off. Crims will get the final frag, and 10-2. It feels like this map has only just started. We get to see it from Config's POV. It must have just been a very succinct
Super
spray.
close range, 2 dinks, I would say.
Yeah. Really melted Flusher. Yeah, double dink. Bang.
So just anyone who's a new Counter-Strike viewer, we're breaking all sorts of records right now of viewership. Without the helmet, you will die instantly to the Mag 10. Well, if you do have the helmet, you see those sparks come off. It takes a couple of shots to the head to actually take them down. Very difficult to make it happen at range, but at that sort of distance, not a problem. As we get into another single orb setup here for Fnatic. Interesting, they have got the Krieg, but it's in the hands of Crims for now, not Brolan, who I said I think is one of the best users of that weapon in the world right now. Crims, certainly no stranger to the weapon either.
Oh, and Config makes that Galil sing up against the AWP, but just as I start to celebrate a complexity micro victory, a macro victory for Fnatic, they have the numbers in round 13.
There's no real gap here available just yet, but if they were able to isolate 1 kill, A right now could be an opportunity. That would allow them to snowball onto the site, but we'll just see if you're looking at the top left on the radar, you see that smoke get deployed from Brolin. It just landed over towards ramp, and this smoke is actually going to be a fake. So this will drop on over. That's a one-way. That there has to be respected. So Brolin is going to have to be more passive. And you can see the rotation moving more towards middle now. So they're clearing out the map, but still have numbers over towards the B side of things.
Oh, complexity. I told you have to pass the golden test. Well, looks like BlameF has.
Yeah, he's looking very efficient there with that Krieg, but flush up. He's managing to do significant damage to a couple of players there. It's a 2-on-2, but BlameF and Obo with 45 HP between them. We are going to get the bomb down in the default position. 1 flash remaining on the CT side. We have got the Fnatic members positioned towards kitchen and now short. Crims coming from the latter, and the first kill for Brolan as well. You can see how precise he is, very snappy of his aim. And BlameF, a very decent player, but he's towards the bench right now. It's a very common spot in these sort of scenarios, and if you have to be pixel perfect with the Krieg to stand a chance.
Blame doesn't quite manage to find the first bullets. They were closing in on his location chance for the trade as well. So 11 for Fnatic. And I will remind you, this was Complexity's map pick. Do I start getting scared now, Chad, for Complexity?
Not just yet. If they're able to get 4, I think they're still in with a shot here. We have to remember how poor the T side was of Fnatic against Big. They just were going to these B executes, getting absolutely shut down. And then they really struggled with those defaults. But the individuals today are looking like they're more on form, like they're feeling themselves. It feels like this Fnatic has more of a direction, but we still need to see if they can pass that T-sided test. It's not a golden test. It's a kind of yellowy,
orangey kind of
mixture.
Like baby poo brown.
Yeah.
Obo kept at bay for his initial foray towards B. Does have his teammates behind him and the bomb as well, so that's interesting. A 4-1 split. They're just going to have the one loose thread of Rush lingering towards Palace, hoping to catch and eventually punish the A rotate.
So 4 players outside the B bomb site for now, but they are retreating. In terms of Rush's position, he's in the Palace right now, so they're going back into more of a default stance at this point. Might have had the set piece in mind, but Rush will hold strong towards the Palace. They've got the bomb in middle. Smoking in towards the B pillar, so maybe a bit of a fake here. This is going to be a B split, from what I can tell, with Rush coming in for the flanks at the end just to catch transitioning players. So a B split, Rush to try and take down players falling back from A.
Okay, and still you can see that Brolin did not move a muscle. JW, however, won't get checked for the first. Poison to trade. Rush, however, will fall immediately. Rush could have done so much more, and now instead Brolin has made this round Fnatic's. Blame trying to claw something back. He's alongside Obo. Just the two of them up against the trio of Swedes.
Wow, a very complicated approach here for Complexity, maybe too complicated. Looked to be the B split, they fell back in towards A. I thought Rush was going for those flank kills, but ultimately Fnatic held strong, and the B smokes didn't really do a whole lot for them. 3 kills for Brolan, and just Obo now, who is currently sat on 4 and 12, hasn't looked as strong as Brolan in any sense of the word. Let's see the flashbang perfectly connect. He has to fire a few bullets here, and he might be done for. Nice kill on the first. Preemptive spray towards CT Spawn. Needs to try and get the bomb down. Fakes it. Could get a shot here. That's not bad at all. Golden, though, he is coming in from jungle. He could go for the quick spray down. He knows he's low. That's been communicated. Gives away his position. Obo could save the day here. Chad said 11-4 could be enough. Smoke available, and the wallbang comes in. That's unfortunate.
It's a rough way to go right there, boys. But I want to show you what else is pretty rough right now is this CT-sided harassment coming out from Fnatic. You can see here that Molotov from JW towards top mid to deny this mid control. We're going to change the camera angle right here. You're about to see Flusher from Catwalk. He's going to throw another Molotov towards top mid. This is 2 Molotovs uses this mid box to force a kill onto Config. He does take down JW in window, but gets immediately traded out. So here, what we're isolating, what we're trying to show everybody at home is how much Fnatic want to stop Complexity from being comfortable in this mid control.
That is a super powerful way of doing it, isn't it? If you do the initial incendiary there and then flush them out afterwards once they feel comfortable, they have to take fights. You've got players towards connector and short. You're going to get those kills.
Clearing.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Final round, though. Complexity probably not liking this. You know what? If all else fails, Alex, go for a B rush. That's all you really have to do sometimes, and this is probably the round they win. We'll see. Golden, though, that's so sick with the Krieg. A couple of kills found and some damage on the third.
Golden, good for 2 magic. Remember the name. He has done it again. B site, sure, it's complexities, but by the time that bomb goes down, there may not be a single man left. It's Obo to clutch again. Only 1.5. It's a harrowing story for Complexity Gaming. Fnatic 3 rounds away from match point already.
On as well.
1 smoke, 2 flashes, and 4 clocks. Make it 5, Alex. This is insane. I know you like that.
You know they say that eventually, if you do this job long enough, you become a caricature of yourself.
I know, it's bad, isn't it? I've actually created my own unraveling with my performance.
Look at this.
This is insane.
Oh my God.
Poison's in so much trouble. He does go down. A good shot from Blame F, but they continue to contest. What's going on? What are you doing? Golden does go down alongside Crims. Fnatic were so horny for it. They just charged into the shooty hole. That's what I'm going to call it.
Well, it's a 4-on-2, and Flusher and Brolan have the potential to win this. It all starts with this kill, though. Config needs to get to the safety of the bomb site, which he does. They need to stay alive. Self-preservation is key. They do have a kit. They've got smoked, HEs. This should be a locked-in round for Complexity, even though it's looking very good for Fnatic. I like that pounce towards the jungle position. Poison stayed alive just long enough, and we'll see Brolan vault up and towards the window here. Now we're able to jump up by yourself with the bench position. You can also see towards short, as you can see. And at this point, no damage really inflicted. 45 seconds, the bombs towards the Palace position on the back of Flusher as Brolan creeps up the connector.
The amount of control he's getting and the fact he's not being shot at as he crouches his way into jungle does mean that this Flusher position has a whole lot more weight. He can now focus his attention towards CT. He has Brolan. He can count on him. He can depend on him. That bomb will go down. The CTs are still so spread that, oh my goodness, Brolan, are you ballsy boy? He wants full control of CT.
Rush can fall back there. He doesn't need to contest to deny the plant. He's got the kit. He's got an HE as well. Wait for the teammates and guarantee victory here. Don't take any chances.
And there really should be no chance for these two.
With Brolan alive, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Oh, he's got so much info. He knows where at least 2 of the 4 are, and now here comes the pack. Already takes 1. That could perhaps be enough, but my goodness, it's going to be hard.
They know it's Flusher, though, and you know he's going to be up to something absolutely ridiculous here. So the smoke comes in. Who has the kit?
They're not watching
Config.
it.
Config got the kit. He has to hit the shots with the smoke. He won't find the head. He's looking for it. You can see the last couple of shots were in that direction.
Yeah, that was his last resort, right? He's like, okay, I'm not going to get this first kill, but if I deny the plant, could be something there. I think they still lose the round if he gets the kill. But decent effort there. But as I mentioned, when Flusher's the last player alive and you haven't seen him for a good 10 seconds, the bomb's planted, check the extremities. He's got to be somewhere, ratting around, and it almost worked out for him, but not quite this time.
So guys, on Skybox right now, we're just going to recap this pistol round that went on down here. We're going to show what happened in towards middle here. So let me just fast forward. Poison was the solo window holder. We see the smoke come down from Fnatic here, and this flash is going to be perfect as well to blind him. So this is going to happen any moment. I know we're edging into the next round. I'm going to
You got this.
Don't worry, I've got my eye on the bottom left. I'll start screaming if we're in trouble.
It's just, there we go.
Yes.
So watch this, right? So this smoke's going to land. They're going to get the perfect split with the flash. Poison will be completely blind, and then 2 players jump up through window through the use of the new bench. Everything here was perfect.
Yeah.
It all falls apart when they try and push through the vent room
I love that. That's the first time I've seen the bench like properly used in a nice little strat there. That's cool. Either way, going in their way towards the A bomb site here. Good execution so far. Broden's opened things up with the Galil. Remember, that's $1,800 now. It does a lot of damage as he gets the double kill as well. Oh, Config caught with the weapon being drawn out there. And at this point, it's a scout that has to connect the headshot. Not quite going to find it just yet. Oh my goodness, Poison. That wasn't bad at all, though. Down to 26, however. And Config spots Broland towards the side. Surely gets this kill, no problem.
Yeah, he's looking for gold, and he got that bomb down. He's setting himself up for an impossible clutch. He will go down, though, in the second. It's Config with a triple to secure a must-win for Complexity. The Force Buy, the A execute. It was a nice strat, just doesn't quite land.
Yeah, and just to note with Fnatic, this may change in the future, but at least with this iteration of the roster, if they do not get the plant on the T-side of pistol round, they will take a full save on the second round. However, as we saw on the pistol round this time round, they were able to get that bomb down, and they were able to get to drop some weapons across and have a pretty viable buy. They're force buying again, Henry.
No. This would be the partial buy. I was about to say that they could go for the force buy here. They had 2 players on $4,000. That I would have said that would have been a viable one, but considering they're up against the 5 rifles, you've got this massive scoreline anyway. You don't need to win this round, right? You could Fnatic, right? They could probably win with CZs and MAC-10s anyway. So they might as well keep the money strong. Lost bonus racking up with the plan in the previous round as well. B execution coming in. We'll see that smoke land towards Kitchen from JW as we'll make our way through towards the B bomb site. I actually think that lands on the bomb site.
3 smokes are about to plume simultaneously. 1 towards the window of Kitchen, 2 for the pillars, and now Config. He's lost a lot of his vision, but he has to find the frags, and a double kill already. Crims does fall to Poison, and this one will fall flat.
Definitely. Flush left. And there he is, the other side. He was running through the T-spawn smoke, to be fair, though, just to set them up. That was one went towards window. And we'll see go 13-5. Clean round from Complexity. Need to keep that up if they get a standard chance here on Mirage. It's their pick, remember. So there is every chance they can do this now. They have not given up a round in the second half so far, but here comes the AK-47s. Broland presumably gets the Krieg. There it is. Flush up. AK-47. Not great in terms of utility, Chad. They got no utility on JW whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because
the
executes they did against Big didn't work. It didn't work just there. They got absolutely destroyed. I want to see them use their aim, and there it is. They get the opening. They trade out on mid, and they find themselves at a 4-on-3 with 1:43 left on the clock, and they continue the rampage.
Considering it's a clean round in the previous as well, you know they don't have the AWP, right? Because they had 5 rifles in the previous round, so you just go for a complete swing towards middle of AKs, you're more than likely going to win the fight. It's Rush, though, who might be able to survive here, but not for long. JW's on the case, and for their 14th round, it's very convincing. Money's still good for the CT side. There will be compromises. We haven't had many timeouts so far. This would be a good time to drop one, though, if you ask me. Money's a little bit disjointed. You're 14-5 down your own map pick. Might want to take some chance to bring the coach Keat up.
It's very rare you see people on gun rounds swinging top mid without any smoke. So Henry's point about the lack of AWP there is probably what facilitated that call alongside of the fact that they were very low on utility.
Exactly.
I hadn't even thought about the observation, keeping track. Of course, you know, 5 still standing. It's a choice they have to make.
It's a blessing and a curse because you know exactly what weapons they have.
Yeah.
If you have a full eco round, you don't get any kills, you use that information. Knowing in CSGO, you can't afford to throw away MP9. So that's the game we play right now. Every dollar is so valuable, you can't throw away SMGs.
It's very rare. You see it now. Already we're seeing more bloodshed in middle. Look at Broland's quick reaction to the early damage he takes. Just as the smoke's fading, he manages to use it as a guise to fall under Config's aim. And he finally gets spotted. A toe between the corrugated iron. It's enough for Config to work this one out. JW's anticipating an underhand flash.
He's getting in there. Ooh, maybe not. I thought that would be a classic JW move. Just creep forward.
Oh, he made noise.
Oh, so JW's going to use that information now. Up he goes.
Hunting.
But I think Config knows the fact he made a sound cue. He would get out of there. This is probably how you do it. There you go.
This is the one you can't avoid. You can't avoid this one.
Boop. So you could fire your gun as you drop down, but just pick your poison time as he goes through. It's quite silent, but Config watching the angle, and we'll fire some shots. Poison from CT spawn will find him, and bomb goes down. Round should as well. Just flush here.
Satisfying. He turns to pick his poison, and poison picks him. For now, Flusher, no bomb, no hope. 30 seconds. He's going to be heading towards the Palace position. He did get that lovely frag at the round before. JW onto poison, but for now, duel was won by Obo. Long range with a FAMAS. Good individual skill.
We're back again with another little double Molotov situation, boys. So on the standard default, we always get this smoke here towards connector, but Blame's going to put it on out, and they know from watching the demos he loves to play in this connector position. Watch JW's Molotov that's going to land here, and then Brolin's going to throw one as well. Now, the reason this is great is because the position for the CT standing here can actually be seen from over the smoke where Crims is. Play it out. He will get the kill on the Crims, but is immediately traded, and just a nice way to find a pick on the connector player.
So that's the only safe place in the connector he can reside, so you can preemptively fire towards that position and just take him down as a squad, right? That's pretty cool.
Process of elimination and relatively safely.
Yeah. Teams should start using that against Fnatic, because Crims loves to play in that connector position. So maybe steal one out of their little playbook right there.
Here we go, though. Just an eco, not even a partial buy from Fnatic. Just looking to close this one out with the gun round going forward. They'll probably bring on the JW, AWP. Poison safe towards middle. You can hear the Deagles being fired off. Can stand to challenge towards those mid boxes. In terms of the bomb's position, is currently residing outside T-spawn. We've got JW waiting in the B apartments here. So what have they got left? A couple of smokes. One deployed in towards the B bomb site, right by the window here.
I mean, when your utility is so limited, investing it into the fake is perhaps going to be more convincing. Yeah, you can see that Poison has fully dug his heels in towards the kitchen, but I think Blame's got it under control. No issues, and a fantastic flash from Poison in response. Brolin has got a chance for a rifle, but oh, a little premature. Happens to everyone.
Every now and then.
Every now and then. 14-7 is going to be the scoreline. It's time for round 22.
So when you guys are casting, at what point do you start getting excited about a comeback?
Oh, double digits, always.
Okay, so we still have 3 rounds before we need to start hyping this one up.
When it's a colossal scoreline like 13-2, it's like, okay, if they get double digits, we'll start having that conversation.
Okay. Well, there's been a pretty decent comeback thus far. They've been able to hold on. Fnatic haven't looked great in their gun rounds on Mirage in the Greek games we've watched. So
you mentioned it against Big. Their T side was lacking, right? That's where they didn't pick up many rounds. You'd think with a 13-2 scoreline, it would be locked in regardless, but there is a chance to give this one up. But there's Flusher challenging Blame F there towards the Palace position. He is now crowned the king, and we get ourselves into a 5-on-4. They'll put the brakes on. No one has to commit. Molotov towards the window. It's up to the CTs now. Let's look for any sort of reactive play. You could look for like A-ramp push, maybe towards Palace. We'll see what they've got in mind. Config holds towards CPL for now, though, but JW is ready and waiting. Rush will pull one back. That was towards the Palace position again, so that's the reaction play there. Rush manages to get the AK-47 too.
Very quiet from Rush on the CT half. 7 frags, excuse me, 6, let me correct myself. That nade does look very good, though, underneath the legs of Brolin. Megs is in with the shrapnel. And now Config and JW. They had this fight before, but I do think this time, JW's making no secret of it. He hears the steps on the concrete, and Config, he can't assist. He has to make an audio cue, but fortunately for him, his teammates have done it all. A quick double on the entry from Fnatic. 2 of them shut down on the way in. Makes things very difficult for the remainder, JW and Crims. They're traveling as a pack, that's something, but look at that aggressive positioning from Poison. He's on a ramp, and Rush has caught another. Chance for the bomb. Maybe if Config presents his head, JW could tap away. Very quick into Rush. He's taking a whole lot of damage. He was ready for Poison. Good attempt, but Complexity closing in on that hypey 10.
Yeah, it's coming very soon, and another compromised position here for Fnatic. They are at around $4,000, but this is like timeout territory now. You can feel this lead slipping away. You're kind of considering a buy here. As we mentioned, around $4,000 is enough for an AK armor, maybe one smoke, and this was the reaction play from Rush. We needed that to happen from Complexity just to give them some real estate back on the map, and good finish from him as well. He said a quiet game, but that's a massive round, and this is old school. You got yourself a partial buy, full A execution, get that bomb down. Normally with Tech 9s in hand if you're doing it proper, like 2016 style,
sure.
But for now we got to have just the CZs, the MAC 10s, and the Molotovs thrown in towards the default position of the bomb side there. Now we're going to see that land, and smokes towards spawn. Failed, got to work on that Molotov, boys, towards Firebox. That didn't quite make it, but in they go.
Blame F doesn't
Blame.
even get one. Brolin so fast, he couldn't anticipate, he couldn't get his crosshair there. Rush, we said he was quiet, now rather loud on A, and Config's doing exactly the same. No issues, that bomb will not go down.
Good effort. I like the smokes. Molotov not quite landing, and Rush finding himself another couple of kills, takes himself up to double digits. And at this point, we are one round away from round number 10. Complexity looking for double digits. And we have the all for JW. It's been a while since they've had a full buy. We'll see what they can do in round number 24. Remember, 13-2 at half.
Chad said I shouldn't get too worried, though. He warned me of Fnatic's T-side woes versus Big Clan. Admittedly, Chad, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it when we do get a quiet moment, that this has been a different T-side approach from Fnatic. Much less on the B side, but equally as falling flat so far. But now, combat continues, and Groundhog Day for Brolin. Another HE between the legs.
Yeah, the problem for Fnatic right now is they're getting opening kills. We've seen it happen. In the mid-round, they're getting caught off guard by these crossfires, or they're losing these heads-up duels. That's another nade to land on Brolin. He hasn't actually seen an opponent yet, and he's been dropped on down to 10 HP. 90
damage inflicted from 2 HE grenades. That's his round pretty much done. See if he can deploy some utility for his teammates before he will be taken out of the round. It's looking very good for Complexity so far, but still looking confident with the Krieg. Spots towards short for now. Obo hasn't had the biggest performance after... We kind of built him up a lot coming into this one. Sudden 8 frags. Still early days. Remember, it's the best of 3. Let's pick a Complexity, though. Getting themselves back into the game slowly but surely. Nice position from Blame F.
That Obo smoke, that's cool. He supports connector all the way from short.
That is cool.
Yeah, the longer you keep this connector position smoked for, the T's have to respect it because of that one way over the top potential.
And we've got 35 seconds here. They've done a great job of doing so. Blame F's got a low HP player to kick things off. Brolan, he'll be the martyr here, sent in first, and he'll be there to find information, but it's going to be Crims to get the trades. That's worked out perfectly so far. Good chance for Fnatic to make their way towards A.
Absolutely. I mean, with just getting the 10 HP player, this is working wonderfully for Complexity. JW waiting in the wings, but it's Rush to be tested first. The Molotov's not going to get him. Crims goes straight through it. He does not care. And with 9 seconds, if Config could stop that plant, he could win this round. Flash is planting. Oh no! It will go Fnatic's way. A double kill. Dude, I saw the incendiary kill on Crims. I was like, wait a second. But no, he stops Flusher.
It was so close there. It was all down to the Molotov thrown towards CT spawn. Config timed it to perfection. He was ready for the 3-man spray down. He nails the first 2. Give him half a second more, and he probably wins the round. That was absolutely epic. What a way to find the 15th round. It's absolute carnage here on the A side. Config spraying them down. You can see his HP just couldn't last it, though. Trust me, he wins that round if the Molotov wasn't down. Unfortunately, it was. We get the map points here. Money's still strong on the CT side. Poison and Obo bringing out the snipers here, but they haven't got helmets, Alex, and there's a Mac 10 out and a Galil. They could be in trouble as Bronan waits patiently towards the A round. Molotov deploys a shadow. Rush will be feeling the heat, gives up his position. Flash as well. Wallbang comes through. Let's go in towards the A side. Poison defending from CT spawn here. Blame F waits towards a connector. So much pressure being applied. This kill could decide the round as Golden finds it, and now the bomb is planted. Retake mode initiated to save the map for Complexity.
This is what it feels like to be strangled in Counter-Strike. The way they just charge in. Another frag fills the feed. You said with just the Galils, it just doesn't matter when the players are pulling off plays like that.
2 AWPs on the retake here, Alex. It's an impossible scenario. They have no kits and now no players. JW finishing on 27 kills there. It was a slow burner on the T side, but they finish it in style there. Fast-paced, foot on the throat Counter-Strike. It's Fnatic with a 1-0 lead here.